Today, Steph Curry is the face of the NBA. And we see all the accolades, we see the championships, we see the gold medals, we see the commercials. But what we don't often realize is Steph Curry was actually a product of a great decision around school choice that he and his parents made before he attended college. And there are so many parents today and players who are rushing to the biggest and the best and inappropriate environments when it comes to school choice. But this isn't just a story about Steph Curry. This is actually a story about brothers. Because you see, Steph Curry's brother, Seth Curry, actually did go to Duke after his first year at a smaller university. And while Seth has had success as well, it has not nearly been the success that Steph has had. And so I want to posit to you today that the reason for the difference in these two brothers having different amounts of success is essentially came down to their school choice. We can't have two better examples of apples to apples. I mean, these individuals are brothers. They're about the same size. They have the same father and mother. Dale Curry, who was a great NBA player. Sophia Curry, I believe is her name, who was a great athlete in her own right. They both came from great stock. They both practiced the same. They both have had similar experiences. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of other factors. But one critical difference in the two brothers is that one chose a school that was just right for him. One chose a school in which all of his skills, all of his talent was needed and was activated. The other chose an environment in which he was part of a cog. He was only a certain element of his skills and talent were needed, referring to Seth Curry at Duke. And I'm not disparaging any environment because there are some that thrive in those particular environments like a Duke University. There are some that don't do well in particular environments similar to a Davidson. But the key that I want to expose here is that Dale and Sophia found the right environment for their sons. This reminds me of a story of another group of brothers, actually myself and my brother. And my parent and our parents did the same thing for us when we were in high school. You see, I was at a huge high school that was one of the largest in the entire state, and in which I was just another cog in the machine. My parents moved me to a school that was keyed into my specialty as a basketball player. They decided to move me to a smaller school in which I thrive. And you guys can watch videos. You guys probably know my story. All-American, high school, college, all-time leading scorer, 6-year professional, and everything that's come after that as a result of that one decision. Well, you see, in order to get me into that school district, my parents made a larger decision, which was to move at the time. And when my brother came along years later, we were in the school district in which I had tremendous success. However, for my brother, it wasn't the right fit. First and foremost, the landscape had changed. That team, my school had become very influential and very successful in its own right. And all of a sudden, it wasn't a good fit for my brother. And so my parents made a decision to move him to a different school, to transfer him out of district. And you know what? The same thing happened for him. Multi-time All-American, state player of the year, multiple state championships. And he went on to have a great career at the University of Georgia, while I went on to go to the University of Tulsa. And so if we look at both scenarios, the Currys and the Parkers, I'm not in any way comparing ourselves to the Currys, but I'm trying to give you context for your decision as a parent and how the environment has implication. We say that the environment is everything and that engagement is essential. And this is why, because you as a parent have the responsibility of curating the environment for your student athlete. They've only got 4 years to make the most. And so you can't sit back passively hoping and wishing. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of the process that's out of your hands, but there is one element of the process or several elements of the process that you can dictate, that you have say-so in, and that's in school choice. And so if you are someone who is needing help, needing direction, needing consultation when it comes to school choice, check out our school choice guide. Go to jp3training.com and click on our school choice guide and get the tools you need to make the right decision.